Okay, now not to repeat myself, but I did say that I would give this game a proper chance after having attempted to play the original native version in a virtual machine, which went horribly, not because of any problems with the game proper. I said I'd eventually come back and play it in a more sensible fashion. That here being Marvel Blast Web, which also includes Marvel Blast Platinum, which I do not expect to play here. But hooray! This is also giving me a little bit of trouble to get working right. I'm trying this on a different browser than the one I started with. The other browser interestingly seemed to have controller support working on here already, which honestly I actually kind of prefer seeing my own controller bindings anyways, and you can't disable the controller support from here, so honestly I prefer those. But anyhow, you can see there's some small changes here. We have marble textures, you can choose your own. You can make it a little bit, reflective is a strong word, I feel like it's glossy. I did just notice, lots of the help texture is the same, but there are also there's at least this one texture at the web port. Yeah, that's the whole thing, I think. Cool. Also, you can see there's a little bit of a redo on some stuff in the level select. One, every level is just already unlocked. But also you have online leaderboards now. I believe we have all the same stages from gold as we saw in the original version. You can, I don't know if you can see the tooltips there. You can go to a random level, you can load replay files and render them to video and so on. And you have custom stages, which this tab was here before, of course, but this actually loads up a bunch of other stages people have made, I suppose, which I have not looked at, which is cool to see. Okay. See how well I can get this to work here. Okay, I will say, it ran much smoother than the other browser I was trying. It runs much less smoothly in this one. I mean, I need to set up I need to improve the sensitivity on the rotation of the, no, I don't want a proper name. Stop it. Can I just not say no? Okay. Weird. Yeah, so this is a little bit closer to the chalkiness that we had last time. I will admit, it was pretty crazy playing this with a bit of additional smoothness compared to when I first played the game. Give me a second here. I will increase the sensitivity for the camera rotation. Alright, I think that ought to be better. Let's see. Yeah, that's a bit better. We'll see if the game lags more as I progress. Hopefully it's not just going to be a repeat of what it was before, in which case there would be no point to this. It was playing smoothly. It was playing smoothly on the other browser, but everything would flicker extremely badly. So the actual game would run quickly, but then it would sometimes flicker, sometimes not. It was kind of weird. Oh, they add extra particles here. It's interesting. But yeah, so let's see if we can get ourselves comfortable here. I also noticed that when you used controller support in the other version, when I was using the other browser, I also noticed that the controller support actually gave me analog controls, which is very strange to see. Playing this game with analog controls would be interesting to see. To be a bit more... what did I set this to? I set it to A, apparently. When I played this in the other browser, I had analog controls, which is a very strange thing to have. Oh. This marble is much lighter than the one in Marble It Up, but not quite as light. Jeez, yeah, how am I overshooting this so hard? It's like all of a sudden the marble feels a lot heavier than it did before. Yeah, we'll see if I can manage to get this to not be as laggy. I kind of gotten very impatient with doing any Let's Play of anything on a PC these days, because there's always something that goes wrong. Always something of some sort. Like they kept the Nardo Polo for local best times. Yeah, these first stages really are just extremely basic. Here you go, do this thing. You can really appreciate how they improved the tutorial-ish stage design in Marvel It Up compared to this. Oh, hey. After going through this. But yeah, playing through this with analog controls, I'm not sure if I want to do that, just in the sense that it was made without it. I know sometimes what seemed like obvious improvements for experience can kind of make a game not work as well. Like if you take a platformer that originally only had digital, like, cardinal direction controls, or let's say had tank controls, and then give it full analog controls without changing level design, it tends not to work as well, because the game was designed around what was difficult in the game as it was made. And now you just have way better controls that kind of nullify all that. Also, presumably the way to complete this stage at the best possible time is just to move diagonally. I didn't manage to get a gold time. So the real test here will be if the game starts getting ridiculously... If the game starts getting ridiculously laggy whenever there are moving platforms. I have no idea if that's going to be the case or not. We'll see. I've had the super bounce. This just got turned to a platform type, basically. In the sequel. Ah. I do have to admit, I still am very entertained by the narration whenever you grab a power-up in this game. One problem, I don't have a way of seeing how long I've been recording for, because I'm playing this in full screen. There are some things I have to admit I like about these versus the gravity pads. Whoop. In the predecessor, or in the successor that is Marvel It Up. Namely how they definitely work when they work. You don't have any of the silliness with the gravity pads deciding to make the camera act like your gravity has changed, but it hasn't actually happened in reality. Oh, no, a little late there. Okay. Oh, I was gonna land over here. Thank you. Get up there. Yeah, it's funny to me just how wide the range difficulty goes in this game, just by virtue of how it starts out kind of boringly easy and simple. There's not a lot to see at the start. Oh, yeah, that's the gimmick. You have to grab the gem and then come back. Hey. Still ridiculously small gems, though. So far, no passing through objects, which is good. That seems like an improvement over my last time playing the game. Explore surfaces. Yeah, I don't feel like they really used the grass much of anywhere in this. You didn't see much of it. And you don't really see it you didn't see any analog to it in sequels either, so I guess that's why. The space stuff is just kind of ice, but icier, so I'm not too surprised that you didn't really see that anywhere. But yeah, I know that as much as I complained about not having analog controls when I first played this, I think it's a good idea to see if I have different thoughts on that particular issue. Oh, here's the fans that have the same SFX as, the same sound effect as, and same stock sound as SSX Tricky again. How are we on time? 10 minutes, okay. Can you not hit enter there, or have I just not configured enter on in my controller bindings? I have just not configured enter. See, like this would be much easier to avoid with analog controls, but I have to kind of line myself up otherwise. But I can accept that being part of the game. But also, I just played through a whole game with analog controls, so I'm willing to come back here and say, okay, let's do something a bit different now. Oh yeah, great stage this one. You don't even have to engage with the mechanic at all. And a tornado with a very non-obvious hitbox, or area of influence, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I don't know if what's lagging here is just the rendering. That's usually it's pushing pixels that's slow, which is what was interesting about me playing this in the virtual machine before, where it did lag, but it seemed to be the graphics that made it. Well, I don't know if it was the graphics that made it lag or not. I guess it wasn't, because stages that had moving platforms were the ones that lagged the most by far, which is strange because I feared that the problem was that I didn't have hardware acceleration set up for that thing, because it's just not supported by the virtual machine. I will say, it doesn't feel like I'm risking falling off as constantly just by, like, going up a platform or up a hill or whatever, like when I last played this game, which is good. Like, I felt like I never had any grip whatsoever on the controls back when I first played this, and this is feeling better at the very least. Like, we're still not hitting... We're hitting maybe like 10 frames per second, maybe a bit higher, maybe like 20, which it still isn't very good. It probably helps contribute to me doing dumb stuff like that, although I was just staring at the... I was immediately staring up at the clock, the timer, as I ran off the side there. But compared to the like 3 frames per second I was getting, it's a significant portion of the time before, this seems better. But yeah, I was hoping that I'd be able to get this to just run perfectly this time, but yeah. I had to choose between running smoothly and having, like, absolutely horrendous flickering the entire time. Ah, that was me trying to get too aggressive. Or playing at a lower... Oh, brought down was a hole. Playing at a lower frame rate. Not to mention, though, the browser I got a better frame rate on, but flickering. That one was the one where the controller input worked, and by worked, I mean I couldn't not use it. I'm just judging the jump, jeez. And that meant I had to use the analog controls, which I kind of want to not. I keep forgetting that that's where the gap is at the start. You want to cut the corner, but then they're mean enough to just put the hole there. It is nice having such a lighter marble in this game compared to Marble It Up. Marble It Up, it feels like you're steering a bowling ball. This one feels more like you're steering something akin to a little rubber bouncy ball. But holding jump to keep jumping doesn't seem to work. I'm not sure if that's the correct assessment just now or not. I'll need to test that more. That was exactly what I wanted to do just then. Yeah, I'm not quite used to the physics here. I have also heard that the physics in the web version are marginally different. But I never got enough hold of the physics in the original game to be certain of that, so can't really speak to it being the same or different. You can do it. There we go. I need to see how many stages there are left actually in the beginner stuff. It would be kind of nice to knock that all out in one episode. I still make no particular promises on what levels I'll play or how or anything in this particular game. It's mostly just I want to see, hey, let's take one more look at the game that started all this. playing it more properly with the game not lagging like crazy the entire time, at least less. And also, oh! Wasn't sure that that thing was moving.
Set. Go.
I miss the squeaking of the marble as you start the stage. Marble It Up does not have any analog to that. But yes, also just equipped with my knowledge and in comfort with the predecessor with Marble It Up now. They got me a bit more confident in moving around in this marble world and so on. Oh, I actually got a gold time with something too. Surprising. So 23 is the next one. Okay, yeah. Do these last two stages.
Ready. Set.
Yeah, so beginner really is just kind of a tutorial with some real-ish stages towards the end.
Super jump.
They don't need a super jump there. Ah! I think if I time the use the super jump better. If I jump and use the super jump at the same time, I might be able to skip that part there. Let's see. Yeah, see, I wasn't thinking to do stuff like that back when I first played this. I don't think I was thinking, oh hey, this looks like a gap I can just jump normally.
Super jump.
Well, maybe no. I don't know if you can do it normally or if you have to move diagonally to do it, but I'm willing to try either way.
Super jump.
Yeah, you don't have to make any effort to cross that there, I feel like. Ah! Yeah, so that's the idea.
Set. Go.
Can absolutely make that first jump and then just jump up using the super jump.
Super jump.
It's not a very tight jump. I jumped really early there, but still.
Set. Go.
It's kind of weird now having the screen actually accommodate the higher resolution I'm playing it at too. So of course you get the really tiny UI. Yeah, I am feeling the massive input lag from the frame rate here after doing that. Again, I was hoping to just be able to say, hey look, I'm playing the game and it doesn't lag now. But I get a choice of lag or eyeball exploding, flickering, so. This is the trade-off I'll choose. I don't need the gyrocopter either. Not even gold. Close though. I could have. Grand finale, kind of. Oh yeah, this one took a bit of time if I remember correctly. First time I did it. I'll give this one shot. I mean, it's not really a difficult stage to survive or anything for the most part. It's just, oh hey, look, all these places to go. Oh, you told me a little late, game. Be careful with these. Be careful with these fans that you just fell directly onto. Okay, that's the ending. Do you bring me anywhere, or no? Do you ever have to avoid the mines down here? Yeah, I can see them, thank you. Not that really matters, I'm in an enclosed space, so hitting them doesn't actually have a consequence. I'll just go around and pick some stuff up. But yeah, it's funny, with this game only having a really hard to get gold time and not really anything else to worry about. Ah, that jumps up really quickly. The way it works out is just, there's not really much reason to worry too much about getting a good time, unless you are just intrinsically motivated to try to get a time that is a low number in an absolute sense. But there's no reason to say, oh, the game has set this time as a goal for me to try to reach.
Gyrocopter.
Yeah, that gyrocopter doesn't do much. I plan on making this playthrough pretty quick. I just want to give things another shot. So I think I'll probably do this all just in one sitting and say how much I manage is how much I manage. And I'll let myself skip some stages. I've done this stage before. Like, we've seen this before, so... I'll just keep on going, and we'll see where things bring me from there.